Hello there, my Gemini collective. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Okay, Geminis, getting into your energy, my funny Gemini. Sweet comic Gemini. Who's the comedian or who should be a comedian? Someone needs to do your comedy skit. 5 of Wands here. Oh my goodness, look at this. This is the energy around you, Geminis. Lord have mercy. So you're attracting some very interesting attention. I like this. Geminis, a lot of you, this is pull focus back on you. There's this interesting sort of elemental element when it comes to you. So what on earth are you doing, Geminis? Or better yet, what should you not be doing, Geminis? Page of Cups, the 10 of Wands. You pulled attention back to yourself. So I don't feel like if you're not dating, Geminis, you're not dating. Some of you could just not be focused on relationships or partnerships right now. I like the Leo energy when it comes to you. Geminis, whatever you're going through right now, you are far more resilient than maybe you even believe. So, damn, keep going through the work here. Keep doing the work. There's that beautiful Virgo energy. Virgo holds the Aquarius star in its lantern there, Geminis. So, damn. This is sort of the energy around you. So, damn, Geminis. Definitely a competitive vibe when it comes to you, Geminis. So, take what's yours and leave what's not. It's very beautiful. This is that sort of energy around you. So, damn, Geminis. Whatever you're doing, you're definitely showing up and showing out. I like that for you. Hangman energy there with the Ace of Wands. Geminis, if you've ever uttered the phrase, get off the cross, someone else needs the wood, I kind of feel like that's your sort of energy right here. There's an energy of sort of religion or philosophy around you too, Geminis. Some of you, that may be sort of a factor in what you got going on right now. And it might not be something that you've had to deal with, but the way things are, current events, this could be something that sort of shows up or becomes an interesting sort of factor when it comes to what you do. Especially if you're not a religious person, Geminis, or you don't really, that's not really who you are. Crown on that, you got the King of Wands. Below that, you got the, yeah, you're definitely in some good energy. So if you're feeling good, if things are going good for you now, Geminis, sort of stay in that energy. I don't feel like you have to do much, Geminis. For a lot of you, this is that beauty of just sort of letting the energy kind of dissipate. So you don't have to. It's that Aquarius vibe. That's like the Aquarius influence when it comes to you. So Geminis, what's your favorite astrologer? There's this sort of energy of religion or philosophy when it comes to you, Geminis, but that's not even like your thing. Ever love an Ace of Cups with you, Geminis. I want you optimistic when it comes to relationships or partnerships. Hopefully you're finding that sort of optimism when it comes to relationships or partnerships. And yes, Geminis, don't be so fucking thirsty when it comes to relationships or partnerships. I feel like once you've sort of quenched this sort of thirst that you have, quenched this sort of those of you, like, it's almost like a void. Once you've sort of filled that emotional void in your life, once you've taken the time that you need, it makes you a far more interesting person. It makes you a far more decisive person too. So those of you indecisive Geminis that are actually making decisions, expect this to sort of change everything when it comes to you. It's not lack of an opportunity when it comes to you, Geminis, but what type of opportunities are you looking for? There's the 7 of Swords. I feel like you encompass that. You embody that energy, Geminis. Street smart and wise. There's that Chariot energy. Again with the 5 of Wands. But that's the sort of vibe around you. Reiterated here with that sort of Six of Wands. So, for fuck's sake, Geminis, you need to make sure that you're always looking at the positive. Some of you don't feed that sort of negative vibe either. So, Geminis, positive self-talk when it comes to you. I feel like you're in this beautiful, ever-loving type energy. Very emotionally grounded, very emotionally aware. Definitely feel like your intuition is on point. So some things may seem counterintuitive when it comes to you. Whatever this sort of religious type vibe, and Gemini's, with just the way things are now, right? There's a lot of people that sort of had to look at something differently just because, whether it, this is like the sort of residual energy around this with you Geminis. I don't feel like you're the one, but there's so much of that sort of stuck residual energy when it comes to you. And that's going to be a factor for some of you, and some of you it's really not. It's more like philosophy when it comes to you. There's that Aquarius influence. So this is good communication, Geminis. This is you focusing on you. This is a good time to do any healing that you need to do. Work on filling any sort of voids that you might have, Gemini. Stay moisturized, stay hydrated, wear your fucking sunscreen. Water always finds its natural level. So once you allow your emotions to sort of level out, once you allow everything to sort of just be right, it's almost like a pH balance. It's almost like just the right amount when it comes to you. So you could find yourself pissing a lot, right? You drink a lot of water, you're going to sort of expel it. But this is like a good cleansing energy with you too. So the complexity with you, Geminis. But you're really not that complex. There is an energy you just need to sort of allow to just sort of dissipate. So be positive, Geminis. Be positive. Always make sure you're focusing on the positive. Watch your favorite astrologer. If that's your thing, Geminis, there could be some interesting astrology when it comes to you. Those of you, when it comes to romance, don't allow your emotions to sort of overwhelm you either. Don't be surprised if you don't have a couple different options when it comes to a relationship or partnership. But you may choose to not focus on that right now. Nine of Wands there at the Two of Cups. I like the healing vibes when it comes to you, Gemini. So talk it out, work it out. Some of you are going to be more focused on friendships and good working relationships, partnerships. Maybe before you're focusing on anything romantic. Four of Wands. Someone needs to, if you're interested in comedy, someone needs to go do comedy. Do an open mic night. This energy with this comedic vibe. I like it with you. That's intelligence too. The greatest comedians are actually very intelligent. But damn, there's so many missed opportunities when it comes to you too, Geminis. So those of you Geminis that aren't like emotionally fulfilling other people's cups, that's made a difference when it comes to you. There you are, King of Swords. There's the Knight of Cups. There's the Fool energy. And there's the World card. I don't feel like you've missed out on any opportunity, Geminis. So those of you, if you feel like you missed out on something, you really haven't. Some of you, it just wasn't the right opportunity. Some of you, it's been counterintuitive as well. So Geminis, that's what makes you a very interesting sort of object of attention right now. You're doing something very different, and it's really working for you. It's bringing about a very interesting opportunity. It's calling in a very interesting vibe. Water always finds its natural level. So letting that sort of balance come in with you. Definitely stay hydrated, moisturized, Geminis. Wear your sunscreen. Some of you, it's going to be a good working relationship or partnership before it's a romantic one. And don't be surprised, Geminis, if you actually turn down an opportunity because you don't have time. That's not your focus. Encompassing this sort of happy, carefree energy makes all the difference when it comes to you. Especially with all this sort of world vibes. So, damn Geminis, those of you, if you're... some things really aren't yours. For a lot of you Geminis, it's not your energy. So, you know, don't tap into that. Those of you, be mindful of what comes up in your feeds. Be mindful of the sort of external vibes. Some of you could be dealing with some energy that you never thought you would. There's a lot of sort of discourse going on out there. I don't really think has anything to do with you, but it can have you looking at things from a different perspective. Especially those of you Geminis that religion really isn't your main focus. You're probably more philosophical. It's such good energy. And there's that Scorpio vibe. Lord have mercy, Geminis. Those of you that are very mindful of what you partake in, the energies you partake in, the media you partake in, how you choose to look at things, your philosophy on things. And this is whatever the fuck it is, Geminis. Your philosophy on life, religion. This is a good conversation when it comes to you, Gemini. So hopefully you're reading. Those of you writing, producing, whatever the hell this sort of energy is when it comes to you that really makes a difference. It's a good creative energy. There's a lot of clarity coming in with you, Geminis. So some of you learning to focus and meditate. I like the Aquarius. What do you got? Aquarius here. You got Scorpio energy. Cancer energy right here. But it's all met with that Five of Wands. So you know you're doing something good, Geminis. But damn. Some of you need to learn to let this sort of energy dissipate when it comes to you too. So, Geminis, you don't need to be overly optimistic that you're not realistic, but don't focus on the negative. Don't lose sight of that sort of negative or the positive because you're overwhelmed with the negative. Water always finds its natural balance. So, feel what you need to feel, Geminis. Let it move through you, release it out. It's good cleansing energy. It's positive energy. It's going to be a good birthday month for you, Geminis. Speaking of which, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, my dear sweet Geminis. Happy birthday to you. Who wants to do comedy, though? I like this comedy vibe with you, Geminis. Take what's yours, leave what's not, Geminis. Some of you, it's going to be a better working relationship or partnership before there's a romantic one. Some of you Geminis are going to make that decision. So, take what's yours and leave what's not. There's the Hermit, the 9 energy. There you are, Geminis. Oh my goodness. Those of you that watch Kimmy Schmidt, right? Y'all remember the geisha scene? Oh my goodness. Someone needs to do comedy. Someone needs to get their work out there. Someone needs to have some fun. This is a good creative energy with you, Geminis. Some of you Geminis, when it comes to religion or philosophy, so some of you could be looking into Eastern philosophy, Eastern religion, Eastern practices. So you could be doing some Reiki or well, you don't have the Ten of Swords. Maybe some of y'all are doing acupuncture. If you get the chance, this is like spa energy too, Geminis. So exfoliate, moisturize, stay hydrated, wear your sunscreen. Do be mindful of the external vibes when it comes to that world card there. That's really the energy you should be encompassing right now, Geminis. Oh, but you got a lot. 5 of Cups, 5 of Wands. That seems to be following you around like a lost little fucking puppy dog, Geminis. So some of you, don't let that energy sort of dictate your vibes. There's that strong Leo energy with you. Especially those of you Geminis that are finding yourself feeling a little bit more reserved. But it's a good energy with you. I kind of feel like character development when it comes with you too, Geminis. So, damn. If you've even thought about comedy, some of y'all, get you a tight 5 and go to an open mic night. If you're wanting to take those classes or you're wanting to upgrade, some of y'all going for your master's or your PhD. Some of y'all just going back to school. What's your inspiration right now? This is like good. Some of you, it's going to be good working relationships or partnerships before it's romantic with you. But it's by choice. It's by choice. 10 of Pentacles to the 8 of Cups. I don't feel like you're letting your emotions overwhelm you either, Geminis. Those of you, if you're dealing with things that don't have anything to do with you, so some of you when it comes to work, school, the sort of outside energy, that could be something that you need to maybe not focus on. Especially those of you when it comes to philosophies or religion. Not going to be everybody, so take what's yours. There's the Page of Wands. Take that class. Some of you audition, write that story, write that book. Go. Someone needs to do comedy. So someone needs to start with the type 5. Do your comedy. I think enough said when it comes to this. When it comes to relationships or partnerships with you, Geminis. That's why you need to focus on what's important to you or not. There's a lot of energy you need to move through as well, Geminis. So you've made choices, you've made decisions, so allow that energy to sort of dissipate. You've made changes, you've made choices, so stay focused on that, Geminis. Definitely be mindful of the energies you attract towards you, Geminis. Definitely be mindful of the sort of external vibes that you don't need. So some of you could be finding yourself things popping up in your feed that aren't even what the hell you're interested in. I don't feel like you're easily persuaded here, Geminis. There's so much clarity when it comes to you as well, Geminis, and that's really what makes the difference. Especially those of you Geminis that have a leadership quality about you. So, So, you're being looked at. You're being sort of like a guidance energy when it comes to this, Geminis. Definitely, there's some things you're going to have to make decisions on that are, it's like philosophy and religion. That could be something that maybe you never thought you'd have to factor in. But it becomes something you need to factor in. Just the sort of energy around. Damn, Geminis, it's so beautifully complex with you, but it probably doesn't feel like much when it comes to you. I don't feel like you're feeling that overwhelming energy either. Hopefully that you're not. So, power, positivity, Geminis. Be mindful of the energies you allow in. Be mindful of your communications here. Be mindful of the sort of vibes. A lot of reading, writing when it comes to you, Geminis. You're far more analytical. Yeah, the 8 of Wands. That's the message there. Oh my goodness, Geminis. Such good energy. It's a good birthday month. So make them birthday wishes count, Geminis. This is very complex, but it's going to feel very easy for you. So some of you Geminis, if you're feeling overwhelmed, just sort of sit your ass down, get balanced. Make sure you're moisturized, hydrated, wearing your sunscreen, all that good stuff, Geminis. Don't let the sort of external energies affect you right now. There's a lot of release that needs to take place, Geminis. I mean, for fuck's sake, you got the 5 of Wands, the 7 of Cups, and the 5 of Cups energy right here. So some of you need to work through this energy. I don't really feel like that's yours, Geminis. So those of you that's made decisions, such beautiful vibes, Geminis. Take what's yours, leave what's not. Read that book, listen to that podcast. Some of y'all, you're thinking about going back to school. Some of y'all advancing your degrees, get that master's, get that doctorate. Some of you maybe reading some very interesting books. You should be reading. You should be almost like a sponge, trying to absorb a lot of like good energy, a lot of good books. or audiobooks or whatever it is that you like to occupy your time with. Don't be surprised if you don't turn down an opportunity, Geminis, but it's by choice. It's not lack of opportunity with you either, Geminis. But that's not like your deciding factor in anything. That is the energy around you. So take that into account when you're making decisions. Anything else for Gemini? I feel like you got more of a sort of wider view on things, Geminis. Those of you that's having to deal with like religion or philosophy that you never thought you'd have to deal with before, some people are finding themselves in that situation now, Geminis. So, you know, that's going to be interesting. Look at that, the Three of Swords. Followed with the Five of Swords. What's with all this 5 fucking energy when it comes to you, Geminis? You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. But for a lot of you, it's like focus more on the healing here. Allow that Aquarius energy to come in. Aquarius should be a really good influence when it comes to you, Geminis. That's like the Aquarius vibe. Watch your favorite astrologer, Geminis. I don't feel like this energy is all that dramatic when it comes to you, because you're far more focused on you rather than that sort of stuck external vibe. Let's find a song for you, Geminis. My Funny Valentine. Someone needs to work on their comedy. A lot of cleansing energy with you, Geminis, too. So, a lot of balance coming in. Moisturized, hydrated. Wear your sunscreen. Oh, Gemini, some of you listen to that song. And don't forget your sunscreen. Oh, what else you got going on here, Geminis? Okay, Geminis. There must be 50 ways to leave your lover. I feel like, Gemini, you're like that lover vibe, so damn. Ooh. You could be traveling, Geminis. This is that sort of energy of sort of don't take in vibes that you don't need as well. Those of you Geminis that made decisions when it came to relationships or partnerships, you should be feeling like very sort of chilled, very balanced, Geminis, very good, very optimistic. Again, with this sort of religion or philosophy when it comes to you, especially if that's not really something you focus on, or some of you, it's probably not even something you really give 2 fucks about, but this could be something that kind of you've had to sort of deal with. And there's been a lot of people that's had that sort of show up, and they've had to, you know, look at things differently, or at least make a decision when it comes to that. Oh my God. It's so beautiful, but there is that residual energy, Geminis. Let that energy sort of play out. Especially if that's not you. Good luck, God bless. Happy birthday, Geminis. Take what's yours, leave the rest. This is good. Hopefully you're feeling it. Good balanced energy. Education, reading. Someone needs to do comedy. Beautiful vibes with you, Geminis. Ring the bell if you're inspired. Good luck, God bless, Geminis.